offensive rebound. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Here's Hardaway after the Heat pick up 2. And it's Hardaway again missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And so here is Miami following the bucket by the Hawks. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Muscala kicks to Hardaway. They set the screen. There's the pass to Ureco. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And time for a look at the 2K leaderboard. From downtown, this group of shooting guards was locked in all throughout the regular season. Freak number 1 in the 3rd spot, Kyle Korver.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, when they're shooting the percentages they shoot, I mean, you never want to see these guys passing up an open look from beyond the arc. I mean, they're firmly in the let-it-fly zone. All systems go with them. Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Stoudemire. Good on the second free throw. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Fresh. He's guarded by Meeks.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He kicks it to Muscala. Here's Schroeder. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The Heat trail by 3. Chalmers passes to Ray. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
There's the steal. He tries for 3. Count the bucket. Fresh has got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
Different look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Josh McRoberts. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Heat up by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs.
D-Wade had a good quarter there. 9 points and the 1 steal.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better offensively.
A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts has checked in for Stoudemire. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And Fresh subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And so in the game for the Hawks, we've got Jerebko. Jody Meeks out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Muscala in at the 5. And he's able to get it back. He gives them a double-digit lead. Winslow's got his first points of the game. The Hawks trail by 10. Outside Hardaway. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. That's good. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now, here's Chalmers. He's guarded by Schroeder. Fresh can't get it to go.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams were the best from the charity stripe in the regular season. Number 5, the Hawks.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, when you have numbers like this from the line, your coach is not only satisfied, confident. Sure, there are some guys whose numbers help offset the weaker shooters, but overall, this has been a solid team from the line.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Mario Chalmers. So it's Miami now. Green kicks to Winslow, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
They set the pick. Hardaway dishes to Jerebko. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Jerebko's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The Heat making a switch here. Haslam's checked in. So he gets them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
The Heat leading by 4. Here's Ray. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Jerebko can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Hardaway. Meeks passes to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. shot, no good. The Heat with the lead. Down low. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 6 here in this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Shooter kicks to Jerebko. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jerebko's got 7 points in the game. Miami leading by 8. Here's Ray. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And he gets it to go. And now a 12-point Heat lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
It's stolen by Haslem. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 12. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. Miami with the ball. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Ray in at point guard. Dang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Haslam's out there with Winslow. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's Fresh. Misses there. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
In this series, I think hinged on who picked up game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Bosh. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
He went about his business tonight so efficiently on the offensive end. It was very savvy. It was a heads-up performance. It seemed like he had his hand on about every single basket, from scoring to assist.
This series was in danger of getting away from them, but he just would not let it fall into a 2-game hole. He pumped new life into their season by leading them tonight to even the series. This kid is woo-wee.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.